Hello everybody, welcome to Live Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I am Karen. And guess what, Shane?
What?
Today, we're going to talk about a really famous celebrity, a really famous musician. Do you know who we're talking about today? I'm so excited. I have to share with you.
Give me a hint.
Okay. I'll hum a few of his famous, or not his, sorry, their famous songs, and maybe, I kind of just gave it away, and maybe you would know. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da,
Taco Bell, Canon and D.
Well, it's kind of like it has the element in the song, but no. Okay, how about another one?
Not classical music?
No? Not classical music. Okay, how about this one? Da 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 da. Oh, come on, you have to know. Sorry, am I spitting all over your face?
Oh, I know, Michael Jackson.
No,
Michael Jackson?
This is not from Michael Jackson. And the celebrity, the musician I'm talking about is still alive. So it's not Michael Jackson.
But Michael Jackson is alive in my heart.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Always alive.
How about this one? Da 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 da. I think I kind of like singing off tune.
And
da 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 da.
Michael Jackson!
No, it's not Michael Jackson.
I don't
Okay,
know.
let me give you another clue.
Okay.
He's really good looking.
Michael Jackson?
And he's actually one of the coaches at a singing show called The Voice. Come on. I've given you.
I don't know. Just tell me.
Oh,
Who?
Adam Levine.
Oh.
Adam Levine from Maroon 5.
What?
Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right?
Oh. I know who Adam Levine
Okay, anyways,
is.
we're going to learn about
Michael
Adam
Jackson's brother, right?
Levine, living the good life and paying it forward, and you gotta pay attention today.
Pop singer Adam Levine got an early start in his musical career, forming his first band with 3 high school classmates in 1994 when he was just 15. Named Kara's Flowers, after a girl that the group had a crush on, the band played at parties in their hometown of Los Angeles. At one of these parties, a record producer heard them playing while he was out for a walk and offered to help them record an album. The band released the album, The Fourth World, in their senior year of high school. Unfortunately, it was not a commercial success.
We're looking at part 1 of Adam Levine.
Adam Levine, Michael Jackson's brother.
He's not Michael Jackson's brother.
No.
Living the good life and paying it forward. So before we get into today's article, we're talking about, living the good life and also paying it forward. Right. What does it mean by paying it forward?
If you pay it forward, that means you do something good or kind to somebody, and then they will want to do something good or kind for somebody else, and it keeps going forward and forward, and pretty soon the world is just peaceful and loving.
And that is wonderful. So that's what Adam Levine is doing, right? He's living the good life, and he's also paying it forward.
Yeah, some people just live the good life, and they're very greedy, and they keep all the money to themselves, but he's going to not do that. He's going to pay it forward.
Well, that just makes me like him even more.
Okay, well, why don't I start reading? We can find out. I can find out something about Adam Levine.
Exactly. There's a lot for you to learn.
Okay. Pop singer Adam Levine got an early start in his musical career, forming his first band with 3 high school classmates in 1994 when he was just 15.
Wow, when he was just 15 years old, he already started his own band.
Yeah, I think it's kind
crazy.
of common in America for high school students to form a band, and we'll call it a garage band. They will just play in their garage because they don't have a musical, like a studio or something like that. And usually they're not very good, and then they stop after a little while. But
not Adam Levine. I don't even remember what I was doing at 15. What were you doing at 15 years old?
Gosh, not much.
Not much. Okay, well, let's continue. Named Kara's Flowers, after a girl that the group had a crush on. The band played at parties in their hometown of Los Angeles.
High five! That's my hometown too.
Annie, I can't believe you didn't know about Adam Levine. He is so famous.
Well, it's because you have a crush on him. That's why you know so much about him.
That's right. And crush, that's our first vocabulary word, right? What does that mean?
If you have a crush on somebody, that means that you like them.
Oh, that's right.
Not just like them like a friend, but you're hoping that that person could be your boyfriend or girlfriend. So it's a romantic kind of a feeling. But usually, we're only talking about kids. Younger people have crushes.
So when you're like at your age, you don't really have a crush on other people.
It sounds a little bit weird to say if you're an adult, I have a crush on somebody. It sounds a bit immature. So for example, Maxine has a crush on one of her classmates.
So she's still in school.
When you're still in grade school.
All right. So Kara's Flowers, that's the name of the girl they had a crush on, right?
No, he had a crush on or they all had a crush on?
I think they all did.
All of them? Wow, she must have been great.
That's really cute. Okay. At one of these parties, a record producer heard them playing while he was out for a walk and offered to help them record an album. Wow, they were so lucky.
So lucky that somebody was just walking by and was able to help them record an album.
Well, you know, I think back in the days, this is how you would get discovered. You know, like if you just play music, you know, in public, or maybe you just sing on your balcony. Maybe you never know.
Sing on your balcony?
A producer might just be walking by and say, oh my goodness, who was singing?
It was a lot more difficult to get discovered back then. Now you can use something like YouTube.
You're right.
And the whole world could hear you.
So you don't have to be singing on the train or MRT or anything like that.
Yeah, or in McDonald's or something. That's just weird. Don't do that. Okay, let's continue reading. The band released the album The Fourth World in their senior year of high school. Wow, okay, so in 12th grade, their senior year.
Like senior means like they're almost graduating, right? From high school.
Okay, unfortunately, it was not a commercial success.
So unfortunately is our next vocabulary word, and that is an adverb. So when you use unfortunately to describe something, that means you are talking about maybe something sad or bad or unlucky that happened.
Yeah, like it's bad luck. So unfortunately,
something happened.
Right.
So, for example, I'd love to have dinner with you tomorrow.
Great.
Unfortunately, I have to work. So sadly, I have to work. I cannot go out and have dinner with you.
That's unlucky for you because to be with me and have dinner would be very, very lucky. But they said unfortunately it wasn't a commercial success.
What does that mean?
So if something's not a commercial success, that means that it didn't make any money.
Oh,
okay. So this album didn't make any money.
Well, don't worry, because I know he became successful afterwards, right?
We all know he's very successful.
Okay, well, let's take a short break and we'll be back to learn more.
大家好，我是 Tina。这次要介绍的人物是亚当·李维 （Adam Levine），他是魔力红 Maroon 5这个乐团的主唱。Adam Levine 的音乐事业起步很早，他在15岁的时候就跟3位高中同学组成了乐团，乐团的名字是用他们迷恋的女孩来命名的。当他们在洛杉矶的某一场派对上演出时，一名唱片制作人出去散步，听到他们的演奏，并表示愿意帮他们录制一张专辑。可惜的是啊，这张专辑并没有取得事业上的成功。来看看2个单字，第一个字 crush， 名词，短暂的迷恋、热恋、爱慕，常常用 have a crush on somebody 表示迷恋上某人。Shane 老师补充啊，这个用法通常是用在学生、年轻人身上，如果用来描述成人，听起来有点怪怪的，不太成熟呢。老师用到2个形容词 weird W-E-I-R-D 这个是形容词，表示奇怪的、怪异的。另外一个单字 immature是一个形容词 I-M-M-A-T-U-R-E 表示不成熟的。下一个单字 unfortunately 这是一个副词，令人遗憾的、不幸的、 可惜的是。这边有一个重点哦，我们进入文法时间。
好，来看这个重点是感官动词的用法。感官动词呢，是指表达看、听、闻、感觉之类的动词，包括 watch、see、look at、listen to、hear、feel 等等。那我们以下介绍3种常见用法。第一种是用感官动词加上受词，再加原形动词。这样的句型呢，是强调观察到事实或是完整过程。例如 ，Carol watched her son play soccer。Carol 看他儿子踢足球。那第二个用法是用感官动词加上受词，再加 VING 动词 ing， 这是用来表达动作正在进行哦。例如 He felt something moving in the dark， 他感觉到黑暗中有东西在动诶。第3种用法是感官动词加上受词，再加过去分词 PP。这时候呢，是在强调这个被动或者是已完成的动作。例如 ，We saw a cat trapped in a cage。我们看见一只猫被困在笼子里。那这只猫是被困住的，我们用过去分词 PP 表达。接华课文中。
After high school, the group split up and went their separate ways. Levine left for New York City, where he completed a semester of college and got a job as a television writer's assistant. But Levine, who plays piano, drums, and guitar in addition to singing, was not ready to quit music yet. While working in TV, he was also penning several songs about an ex-girlfriend. Soon, he was back together with original bandmates Mickey Madden and Jesse Carmichael. Together with guitarist James Valentine, they formed a new band called Maroon 5. Their debut album, Songs About Jane, was released in 2002 and sold 10 million copies.
Welcome back, everyone.
So we're still talking about Adam Levine.
That's right. And we know that he had an early start, right?
Right.
In his music career.
Right, and he's got some high school friends that he formed a band with.
Called Kara's Flowers, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't very successful.
Aw, and then what happened afterwards?
Let's find out.
All right.
After high school, the group split up and went their separate ways.
They split up.
Right.
Split.
To split.
What does that mean?
So to split something, this is a verb, it means that you basically break something if it's in one piece into 2 or more pieces. So here they're a group, right? One piece, and now they split up, and this one's going to go that way, and that one's going to go that way, and they just split up.
Oh, I see.
So sad, right? So for example, you can say the band split up after the release of their 4th album.
Maybe they weren't doing so well, or maybe somebody had some other plans, so they could no longer form a band together, right?
Especially when you're young like that, too. You know, it's hard to stick to just one thing.
That's true, but that doesn't mean that you have to give up on your dream, though.
I don't think Adam did he?
He did not. Okay, let me continue. Levine left for New York City, where he completed a semester of college and got a job as a television writer's assistant. Wow, he is so talented. He can do everything.
That's pretty cool, right? So yeah, he's sounds like pretty artistic.
That's right.
Right? A lot of
Definitely.
creativity. He can write, and he's writing music, right? So, okay. So we have this word semester. So when we're talking about school, a semester is just half of a school year.
That's right.
1 semester. 2 semesters. So usually we have the spring semester and the fall semester, right?
So 2 semesters together will make 1 year, right? 1 school year.
Right. So you could say the final exam will take place near the end of the semester.
Yeah, and then usually the students aren't too keen on that. They don't really love having exams, right?
Especially, you know, you're waiting. It's coming at the end of the semester. That probably means it's going to test you on everything that you learned during that semester. Not cool.
But if you study, you'll be fine. Okay, we have our next vocabulary word, assistant, and that is a noun. So assistant basically just means a helper, right?
So to assist as a verb means to help somebody.
That's right. So assistant means a helper.
So you could just say a helper.
So for example, Dwight is an assistant to the regional manager. So basically he helps the regional manager, right? Okay.
Exactly.
So Adam Levine was actually, you know, like doing some television writing, and he was like the assistant, right? Okay.
Continue. But Levine, who plays piano, drums, and guitar, in addition to singing,
Oh my goodness.
was not ready to quit music yet.
I told you he's really talented, right? Did I not tell you?
So he can play pretty much all the instruments that you need in a basic band, right?
Exactly.
And do the singing too. So he doesn't need anyone's help. He can just be a one-man band.
Yeah, maybe he should have done that.
But while working in TV, he was also penning several songs about an ex-girlfriend.
He was also penning.
He was also
Penning.
penning.
So what does that mean? Like writing using the pen?
Using a pen to write stuff is penning. But it doesn't mean you really have to use a pen. It just means another way of saying writing.
All right, so he was also writing several songs about an ex-girlfriend. So he was writing quite a few songs, not just one. But about an ex-girlfriend? I know girlfriend, right? But what's ex-girlfriend?
Right, so an ex-girlfriend means a former girlfriend. A girlfriend who's not your girlfriend anymore. It's the girlfriend that you used to have.
And if you get married and then you get a divorce, then you would probably have an ex-wife or ex-husband, right?
That's right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think a lot of songs are written about girlfriends or boyfriends or ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends, right? So a lot of inspiration comes from love.
Because you feel so much emotions, right, through these relationships.
Okay. Soon, he was back together with original bandmates Mickey Madden and Jesse Carmichael.
Oh, okay.
Right, so they got back together with the original bandmates.
Okay, that's really good. Together with guitarist James Valentine, they formed a new band called Maroon 5. Their debut album, Songs About Jane, was released in 2002 and sold 10 million copies. Oh my goodness, that's when they really made it big, you know? That's when they really became famous,
That's when it became a commercial success.
You are absolutely right.
Why is it called Maroon 5 if here there's only 4 people?
Oh, actually, I think in the band there are actually 6 people. But I
At
think
that time it said 4, right?
Yeah, I guess. But then
later?
I think nobody really understands or nobody really knows why. It still remains a mystery. Nobody really knows.
Mystery.
But it's so interesting learning about him and his past in Maroon 5.
Awesome.
Well, you know what? We're going to be learning more about Maroon 5 and Adam Levine in part 2.
Great. Well, that's all we have time for today, and we'll see you in part 2.
Bye-bye.
Adam Levine 跟3位高中同学组的这个乐团，在高中毕业后就解散了，团员各奔东西。Adam Levine 前往纽约市，在那里念完1个学期的大学，并获得电视编剧助理的工作。老师们夸奖他真是多才多艺啊，有艺术天分又有创造力。这边补充一个单字 artistic，A-R-T-I-S-T-I-C， 这是一个形容词，表示艺术的、有艺术天分的。另外一个单字 creativity，C-R-E-A-T-I-V-I-T-Y， 这是一个名词，创意、创造力。我们再来看看课文单字 split， 这个是一个动词，表示使拆伙、解散。使分开或者是裂开 ，split 它的动词3态是同形的，它可以作为及物或者是不及物动词，常用 split up 来表示。下一个单字 semester， 这是一个名词，表示学期。assistant 也是一个名词，助理、助手。课文接着提到 Adam Levine 在电视圈工作时写了好几首歌关于他的前女友。不久后，他跟原来的2位乐团伙伴再度携手，并加入1位新成员吉他手，组成了魔力红。文中用到了 pen， 这是一个动词，在这边当作及物动词，指的是写、书写。那 ex-girlfriend 指的是前女友。字首 ex 表示前任的。这边有一个重点。接着我们进入文法时间。
好，我们来看一个重点是 in addition to， 它是表达除了点点点之外还有什么，它是片语介系词，那么之后接名词或动名词。例如 in addition to swimming, she enjoys badminton and hiking。除了游泳之外，她还喜欢羽毛球和健行。那比较一下 in addition 它是指此外而且，那它是副词片语，通常会摆在句首哦，像是 the location of the hotel is excellent。In addition, the staff are friendly and helpful. 那间饭店的地点绝佳。此外啊，工作人员很友善又乐于助人。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Pop singer Adam Levine got an early start in his musical career, forming his first band with 3 high school classmates in 1994 when he was just 15. Named Kara's Flowers, after a girl that the group had a crush on, the band played at parties in their hometown of Los Angeles. At one of these parties, a record producer heard them playing while he was out for a walk and offered to help them record an album. The band released the album, The Fourth World, in their senior year of high school. Unfortunately, it was not a commercial success. After high school, the group split up and went their separate ways. Levine left for New York City, where he completed a semester of college and got a job as a television writer's assistant. But Levine, who plays piano, drums, and guitar in addition to singing, was not ready to quit music yet. While working in TV, he was also penning several songs about an ex-girlfriend. Soon, he was back together with original bandmates Mickey Madden and Jesse Carmichael. Together with guitarist James Valentine, they formed a new band called Maroon 5. Their debut album, Songs About Jane, was released in 2002 and sold 10 million copies.
Hey guys, I'm Ian.
And I'm Stephen.
And today we're playing a game called Word Drop where we've never seen these cards before and we have different words or phrases on these 3 index cards and we're going to casually work them into our conversation today.
We sure are.
Is that right?
We
Okay,
sure are.
I shall go first.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going now. I can't wait till I'm like rich and famous, you know what I mean? Because I think money just gives you freedom. It buys you freedom and access to really live the life of your dreams. I would love to have like a chef, like a chef in my house, you know. I would love to have a personal trainer and I would really love to have a personal assistant.
Yeah, that sounds like the life. You know, if you could have all of those things, like that would just be amazing. And if you can't obtain all those things, like there are other ways to maybe have that kind of lifestyle. Like you can maybe start dating people that have a lifestyle like that, who have personal trainers and personal assistants, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, sometimes if you can't end up liking them, you can try to get them to have a crush on you. Yeah.
Oh, Secrets of the Trade by Stephen.
Yeah.
We see how you got by. That makes me very curious about what your college years were like, and maybe you tried to get your secret crush to like you, you know? Like, did you send your secret crush flowers or chocolate during your first semester in college?
Maybe I did that. I don't really know. I don't want to tell you all my secrets. It's okay to try to get, I mean, like, if you like somebody, you can't force it, right? Mm-hmm. It's just one of those things, like, people just can't make people like each other. Unfortunately, that's just how nature is. Can't push it.
Yeah, it's true. It's nature, and it's also just like chemistry, right? Like, who knows why two people like each other or don't like each other, or get along or not get along. It's kind of just like something about the way that they look at each other, pheromones sometimes,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess like in addition to, you know, liking people in school and having crushes, I'm sure you're probably a really hard worker.
I am a hard worker, you're right. And I think that's one of the qualities why some people would want to maybe get to know me. And then you will hope that 2 people being in a relationship, they can go on forever, because that's what everyone hopes, to be happily ever after with like the person that they love. But sometimes that just won't work out. Sometimes in the end, you just might end up splitting. you know?
Oh, it's kind of a down note to end it on.
It happens a lot.
Oh, no.
See you next time.